Hi all, it's Clark Kent again, here to help you guys solve your math problems. So let's take a look at this one. This one's a doozy because we got negative 8.9, which is a decimal, plus 5x minus 6.3 plus 3x minus 2.5 equals 5.6 plus 9x plus 1.2. So what are we going to do here? Well, you can just tackle it straightforward, but a lot of times people see decimals and they freak out a little bit. So let's do this. We're going to multiply through by 10. And the reason why I'm choosing 10 is by multiplying through by 10, I'm going to move the decimal place over 1. So 8.9 becomes 89. Here we're going to end up adding a 0. This is going to become 63. This is a 0. This is 25. This is 56. This will become 90. And this will become 12. So the maximum amount of spaces that we have from the decimal is 1. So 10, if it was 2, so if I had something like 7.93, I would have, it was just once. I'm going to multiply through by 100. If I put another one, let's say 7.934, then I would multiply through by 1,000, etc., etc. Okay, so this gets rid of the decimal, so you don't have to think about decimals. So let's rewrite what we're left with. So we're left with negative 89 plus 50x minus 63 plus 30x minus 25 equals 56 plus 90x plus 12. Okay, so from here, what we want to do is look at the left side and let's put together like terms. So we have a negative 89, negative 63, and negative 25. And so we're going to put those together. That's a little nasty to do without a calculator, so I'm actually going to pull up a calculator here. If I can find a place to put it. Let's see here. Let's do this. Got too much on the screen at once. Okay, well, we got a lot going on here, but I think we'll be okay. Problem is me in the way. So I'm going to move me over here, and we'll do negative 89, well, negative 89 minus 63 minus 25, and this is going to give me negative 177. So I'm going to go back here, I'm going to rewrite negative 177. And what I'm going to do is, and this is my recommendation, is if you struggle with this stuff step by step, don't try to do too much at once because that's what's going to confuse you. Okay? So if you're seeing this, it's probably because you're making silly mistakes, and so slow down your process. Okay, what am I going to do next? Again, I'm looking at the left side. Let's see if I have like terms. So do I have like terms? Well, I definitely have 50x and 30x. I can do that in my head. 5 plus 3 is 8. So now we're going to have negative 177 plus 80x equals, I'm going to rewrite everything else, 56 plus 90x plus 12. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So I'm going to look at it and say, hey, do I have anything that's alike? Well, it looks like 56 and 12 are alike. We're going to put those together. That's 8 and 6, so 68. Look, 2 plus 6 is 8. 1 plus 5 is 6. I'm not doing anything fancy. And we'll write the rest of it. Okay. Let me scoot up a little bit so that I have a little space so y'all can check out Clark Kent while you're working on the problem. And then what am I going to do next? Well, we have, and you have an option here. So what I usually do is I try to make x positive. So I see an 80 and I see a 90. So I'm going to move the 80x to hang out with the 90x. So this gives me negative 177 equals 68 plus 10x. And then I'm going to move the 68 to the other side. And this is going to give me 15. I'll carry the 1, 14, negative 245 equals 10x. And then this worked out wonderful because when we divide through by 10, that just means we move the decimal place back over 1, so it's negative 24.5, which is x. So we're going to scroll back to the top, negative 24.5. There's my answer. So hopefully that makes sense. When you're looking at a question like this, the key is to go, if you're struggling, to go step by step, very slowly. I recommend get rid of the fractions until the very end, and you can always just type the values in the calculator at the end if you're having issues with figuring out the values if they're not pretty. Hope that makes sense, and I'll catch you all in the next math video.